Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 3. In yesterday's video, we finally found out what happened to Ciri once she came to Kindersfjall, and all of the awfulness that went along with it, which was pretty awful. So since yesterday's video, I had every intention of coming down to Lofoten to look for anyone who was left alive to explain to them why Skjall did what he did, but I couldn't find anyone there. And then I went back into Freya's garden and I also couldn't find anyone there, which, unless I'm completely stupid, there's no one left to talk to. So that kind of stinks that I can't do as the, I don't know, necromancy controlled Skjall wished for. So, oh well, that happened. And then I also was going through my quest log because there was a quest that popped up at the end of yesterday's video. It was called A Mysterious Passenger, and I have gone through my quest log numerous times and I can't find it anywhere, which is kind of annoying. But instead, I found that the, I guess, overall main quest in Ciri's footsteps finally completed. So I think the last update was just the last paragraph. And it says, during his search, Geralt discovered that Ciri had indeed spent time in each of these places, those places being Velen, Novigrad, and Skellige. Yes, that's correct. And though the lion cub herself remained at large, he found someone who had until recently been her companion. There was one catch, however. This unfortunate individual, known only as Uma, seemed to be suffering the effects of a curse that had transformed him into the most hideously ugly and maddeningly stupid being on the planet. Try as he might, Geralt could not communicate with him in this form. So yeah, so now my next main quest is to go talk or tell the Baron Sergeant you want to take Uma, or talk to Uma, I would think. That's where I want to start with. But before we do that, we have the quest The Last Wish, where we need to go meet Yennefer in Larvik. And the quest text said that before Geralt and Yennefer parted after their adventure in Freya's garden, the sorceress asked him to meet her in Larvik. She made it clear this was a personal matter, but gave no further details. And she was really insistent that we had to go and talk to her before we went back to Velen to talk to Uma, which is fine. Obviously, I'm going to do it anyway, but just like it's very important. I'm not sure why, but we shall soon find out. So it looks like she is in the inn.
This new captain, I could have married a continental man.
Oh yeah, I've heard these conversations before.
Our gratitude, Geralt.
Need more time in
You
the
best
house.
take that back.
Build your
You defiled
fortitude.
sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch.
Did she just magic that dude?
Look ill to me.
You okay there, sir?
What was that? A hex? Butch hexed me!
Probably. Let's be honest, she probably did. You weren't very nice to her, though. Okay, anyway, all this conversation's going on. Let's just go talk to Yennefer and see what she needs.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Ypsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Ypsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Okay. Why are you even interested in this guy?
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
It could, but... I mean, I'm gonna do it, but... I've got a really bad feeling about this. So, you know for a fact this mage had a djinn.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
And I'm assuming you know where to look.
Know where to look? For the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindersfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
How do you not have gold? I'm just side topic here. How do you not have lots of gold? You're like a sorceress in the employ of the Emperor, who's loaded. So how do you not have just gold dripping from your fingertips? Just putting that out there. I mean, obviously I'm going to help you, but like I just said, I have a very bad feeling about this. Partially because when I think of Djinn and Yennefer and Geralt, I'm immediately back in the TV show, which I feel like there was a, that's how they kind of got intertwined or something. So I've only seen it once, and that was a really long time ago, like over a year. So to me, that's a long time ago. Anyway, off topic. So yes, of course I will help you.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Make your daughter a priestess of Freya.
Go to Larvik's harbor with Yennefer. Oh, bestiary entry for djinns. Let's look at that real quickly. I feel like one of you mentioned at some point that I need to turn off my enemy auto leveling when I fight a djinn. We'll see how it goes, but I think that's what someone said. So I'll worry about that later if I need to. Anyway, elemental oil and Demeterium bomb. So the pitcher emitted a puff of glowing red smoke. The smoke pulsated, then gathered into an irregular sphere floating in front of the poet's head. The first longing, a tale fantastic in all ways. A djinn is a powerful air spirit, a condensation of the power of said element endowed with the consciousness and character, the latter usually nasty. According to legends, djinns can even grant the most far-fetched wishes, though they do so begrudgingly. Unusually powerful mages can capture and tame these beings. A mage who succeeds in doing so can then draw energy from such a spirit using it to cast spells without having to summon the power from traditional sources. Well, that might have been useful, pre-ruining Freya's garden. Anyway, only a handful have ever managed this feat, however, for djinns fight to avoid such fate with stubborn determination. Again, it sounds like they're kind of enslaved, right? Does it just not count because they're a monster? Anyway, off topic. To imprison a djinn and bend it to one's will, one must first weaken it, and that is no easy task. Fighting djinns is extraordinarily difficult. They can fling off spells in an instant that the most accomplished human mages could never master with years of preparation. What's more, by manipulating the element of air, they can summon gales, powerful storms, even hurricanes. Luckily, as magic beings, they are vulnerable to silver, yet steel will do them no harm. What did Yennefer say? A storm of the eons or something?
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Okay. What did she need to prepare? Did I miss something? Again.
Ow!
I didn't even come near
It's
you.
managed to contain the curse, but pestilence still blows in the winds. Aye.
This are fine, but ain't nothing like a good chop.
You wanted to sail to the continent to trade? Any truth to that?
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Oh, dear. I always get so distracted by the side conversations inside the villages. Was this fancy ship here the last 2 times I've been here? Oh, I hope the guy that I killed wasn't your captain that you hired.
All healed, wounds licked.
Talk to Yennefer. Well, Yennefer, stand still.
Come. The landing's not far. The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No. Really? I can't. It's gonna be. It's always one of those days, but all right, we're here. We're here. Let's go,
Geralt, how
Yennefer.
long must I wait? Are you ready to sail?
Yes. Do I need to go somewhere special? I do. Interact. There we go.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad Eich Cryde Rithorn. Ready.
Thanks.
Careful down there.
I keep going back and forth because I keep seeing like 2 Geralt heads or whatnot. All right, we're gonna disembark and quick save, and
It's clearing up.
down we shall go. Oh. Entrance and sparklies. What's the bubbles? Oh, darn.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside.
Let me see, am I out of my fancy arrows? Okay, let's put on this split bolt. Fancy arrows. Oh, I can't do it now? Of course I can't. There we go. Search the bottom of the bay. Okay, here we go. There's red.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship.
Come back up.
Okay. Try to switch my arrows when I get up here. If I remember that is. Can I like have this spell all the time when I have to go underwater? Because that would be really useful actually. Nope, this way. There we go. Let's put our nicer arrows on. Alright, let's interact.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the djinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
Gotta say, I don't know what she'd wish for. But we'll learn in due course.
Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
Come down we go. There you go, Geralt.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Oh, it's up there. There they are. Go get him, Geralt. Is it just one? It's weird. I'm seeing double. Why, Geralt? Why can't you turn properly underwater? No? Come on.
Got a chest. Really old. Must have fell off the wrecked longship.
Can you open it?
Hoping for pirate treasure.
I hope to find the djinn. Try to open it.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Hamai symbols.
Okay, let's try this now.
Now that's what I call war booty.
Have you found the djinn?
No, but I found something that could be just as valuable to me as the djinn is to you.
Which was... I mean, it didn't look like anything super special, but okay. Oh, come on.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Is this gonna be our day today, Geralt? We're gonna go swim underwater for Yennefer? I mean, it's fine, but like... Can the next one be the one we need? Just asking.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? The chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
It is nice that they definitely give you a sense of their longevity of how long they've known each other, because she's not in the last two games. I mean, she's mentioned, but she's not in them at all, so you have no idea.
About those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is.
Something strange about these rocks. How? It's like a big basin.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte iliveid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte iliveid.
There's something here. Broken seal?
No djinn here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
In a minute, I got stuff to look at. Whoa. And loot.
Silver. Pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Something cut this basket exactly in half.
Something up, but hang on. Gosh, steering Geralt underwater for some reason is extremely tricky.
Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon could do this, but whatever cut the basket probably could.
Huh. Okay. Did I already get this? I must have. Alright, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, that's like a creepy big basin. And eventually, we're here.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... 3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this djinn?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
I mean, I get it, but why do you want this power?
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why? I mean, I think I understand, but why?
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
I mean, I'm going to do it, but it's kind of sad and sweet that Yennefer wants to make sure that Geralt likes her for her and not because a djinn made her do it, you know?
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it.
Where am I, by the way, in the world of Skellige? Okay. Alright, not bad. Well, not bad, and I at least know where I am now. But I was trying to say before Geralt started talking over me was that I'm glad that this is the reason that Yennefer wants to do it versus like I just want to be more powerful, you know? Because that makes it better in my opinion. But anyway, let's save and go forth and search.
We should explore the ship.
Maybe a little methodical about it. Let's also try not to fall over. Okay, nothing on the outside of here, it looks like. Let's go in here.
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here.
Okay. Let's try down. Whoa. Oh gosh, Geralt! Oh gosh. Ugh. Ah. That's so bad.
Wonder what this means.
I don't know.
Interesting. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
Among the many creatures of our world, there are but two that are able to draw and absorb the power, and these are cats and dragons. Both species instinctively sense the presence of magic intersections and often choose them as resting places, which is strange for other animals avoid these same spots. Numerous theories attempt to explain this behavior, but none do so with thorough success. Some scholars claim dragons use the power they imbibe to fly, for as the natural philosophers have proven, no creature of their size and mass should be capable of lifting itself into the air using such meager wings. As for cats, there is a theory stating the power is behind their gift for seeing things in complete darkness. Others claim this ability is theirs by nature and they use the power of the intersections for other unknown purposes. Indeed, that all members of the Felidae genus are able to see beings from other planes, invisible persons, and emanations of the power has been proven beyond any doubt on numerous occasions. Okay. Seems... not sure how that all connects, but okay. I mean, is the djinn masquerading as a cat? We'll look over there in a second. Elemental Empires.
Elemental Empires by Giambattista.
None of the four planes or dimensions, those of fire, water, earth, and air, is accessible to mere mortals. They are inhabited, however, by creatures known as genies. There are four types, each corresponding to one of the four elements which comprise their respective essences. Each type of genie also counts its antithesis among the others. Thus, the Merides, aligned with the elemental of water, are opposed by the fiery Ifrits. The plane of earth is inhabited by the Tao genies, and the dimension of air, which opposes it, is the home for the jinn, whose name incidentally is the root of the word genie. The last term is often used by simple folk to refer to all creatures that inhabit the elemental planes, which is an obvious blunder. Unusually powerful sorcerers can sometimes bind such beings and bend them to their will, thus acquiring tremendous might to the point of near omnipotence. For a genie, being the living personification of an element's energies, is akin to an almost boundless reservoir of the power. Thus, its master can draw energy from the genie for spellcasting without the tiresome need to channel from traditional sources. However, those who are able to bind a genie are few and far between, for the strength of the inhabitants of the four planes is matched only by the cunning which they employ to avoid such fate. So what was the opposite of air? Was earth? I don't know what I would use then to fight it.
Mage must have slept here.
Yup. Let's do all the looting first.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Wonder what this means.
I don't know. What does it mean, Geralt? Oh.
Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck.
Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here.
I missed anything? There we go.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Do you think the djinn killed him?
Think the djinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the djinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you.
So we need to search his body.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Whoa. But I want to save my game right now. Thank you. Because I might fall to my death here. Well, I didn't fall to my death, but I did get to the next cutscene and get one-shotted by the djinn. So I have turned off enemy upscaling, just in case it was that. I've also pre-oiled my sword, and let's get on Quinn, even though I don't think it's going to last that long, but we'll try it anyway. And I'm going to save right here, again, just in case, and see what happens.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame djinn, rif kaishta en gaia, kaishta et disglair, devired me castle.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Well, I didn't get one-shotted like I did last time. So that's something.
Just a bit more! I can feel his strength waning!
Oh no, let's get away from the edge. There we go.
Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
We did beat the djinn. That was so much better once I turned enemy upscaling off. Wow, that was no joke. Literally one-shotted. Really cool cutscene too. So, we beat the djinn.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a djinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
If I'd known what this was about, I would have refused. Nah, I think Geralt, no matter what kind of Geralt he is, I think he would still help Yennefer out. So I couldn't have refused.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me, that I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Oh. Oh, well, I did say on this playthrough I was gonna do Triss, but damn, this is harsh. Oh, this makes me feel so bad, because he's so mean right now. Oh, sorry, but I don't want to be with you anymore. Sorry, Yennefer.
Sorry, Yen, but magic's gone for me.
Truly? But how is that possible? I still feel the same. You should too. I don't understand. What does this mean?
Means the djinn granted your wish.
Right. Fine. Good. Glad we got that over with. We know where we stand, at least. Naught left for us here. Let's go.
Wait. Magic's gone, true, but that doesn't mean I don't like spending time with you. Let's sit a while. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima.
Let's talk before you go, before you leave. If you gotta go, go. We can chat, right? I'm sorry, Yennefer. I feel really bad because she was so vulnerable in that moment, and I did commit. And if I commit to Joyce, I feel like I need to commit and see it all the way through. Next time, Yennefer, I promise I won't break your heart. But anyway, let's talk before you leave.
Yen, what happened back there?
Please, Geralt. There's nothing left to say. I'm off.
Me too. I'll collect Uma from the Baron, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can. Farewell.
So long, Yen.
I mean, she's your ex-girlfriend now, officially, so it's gonna be awkward. So, let's go and see what this quest does. Well, Geralt duly traveled to Larvik, where Yennefer revealed to him her plan. She intended to capture a djinn and draw on its power. Brr, the very thought of it makes my skin crawl and my throat constrict. For, dear reader, I have had the misfortune of dealing with a djinn once in my life, and I assure you, once was one time too many. Most djinns you see combine incredible power with a mean streak a mile long. In short, they are nasty beings that prudent people should steer well clear of. Yet when Yennefer set her sights on something, there is no turning back. Geralt glumly realized this and decided to help her handle the dangers that would surely arise during this mad endeavor. Yennefer had managed to learn about a certain scholar who had devoted his entire life to delving into the secrets of the djinn. He had died in mysterious circumstances during a shipwreck off the coast of Hindersfjall. That is where Geralt and Yennefer decided to begin their search. The trail they followed took Geralt and Yennefer from the bottom of the sea off the coast of Hindersfjall to the snowy peaks towering above Ardskellig. There, barging recklessly in where even dragons should fear to tread, they summoned the djinn and tried to capture it. The djinn, however, had no intention of giving up without a fight and resisted with all its strength. Together, Witcher and Sorceress managed to pin this feisty spirit. Once it understood its situation was hopeless, Yennefer could convince it to do what she wanted, release Geralt and her from the spell another djinn had cast on them so long ago. This spell had made it so that Geralt and Yennefer, despite their many differences, could not live without each other. Now they had a chance to see if once the spell was no longer in effect, the magic between them would still persist. The truth came as a brutal shock to Yennefer, though she was not the kind to let it show. After the djinn dispelled its predecessor's work, Geralt confessed that he no longer felt towards her what he once had. Hearts heavy, they returned to Caer Trolde and then went their separate ways. I mean, I feel really bad, but my Geralt, this version of Geralt, has romanced Triss the last 2 games, so I feel like I need to see it through. That's just how I'm going to play it this time. So our next quest is to Kaer Morhen, but I need to go tell the Baron Sergeant you want to take Uma, and that is in Velen. And I do have some time today, not much time, but I do have a smidgen of time left. So maybe instead of going to go and do this quest, I could explore, but how about instead I head on out of here and go play some Gwent. But let's talk to Yennefer one last time.
Geralt?
Oh, I want to talk about the past, the Wild Hunt.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eredin's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
I feel like we talked about all this stuff before, but let me do it again just in case. Your time with the hunt, what do you remember?
When the hunt had you. Hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds, all shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me, trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, red riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it.
What did the Wild Hunt want from you?
What did Eredin want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with him.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eredin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
That does make sense. So what happened in Nilfgaard?
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you go look for me?
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eridan would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
But still, if you love him as much as you said you would go find him. Just saying, like, you would. I get why you didn't because you were in the last 2 games, but still. What we talked about earlier, ...
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Yen wanted to talk about me and Triss. This could be awkward. We just, like, dumped her, basically.
We started talking about the path.
But didn't finish.
Oh, never mind. I hit the wrong one. That was very
Still can't get
anticlimactic.
something
What?
3.
Yen, can we talk?
Why? So you can ask me if we can remain friends despite all?
No, I mean...
Come now, Geralt. I know you. Well enough to know exactly what's going on with you and Triss. Now, I cannot say I'm not tempted to, intervene, but I believe I'll let it lie this time. How about that? You came here to fumble your way through an explanation, yet instead of enjoying the show, I went and did your job for you.
Seems so.
But now, enough of this maudlin business. We've something to do, remember?
Yes. Found something that might be yours.
Found something that might belong to you. That skull some sort of accessory? If so, you've changed your style a bit.
It's a weapon.
Don't remember ever seeing you with that.
It's as you said. I've changed my style.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
Well, I thought I was going to have time to go play Gwent, but then I got all chatty with Yennefer, so that's not going to happen. So I think tomorrow I will start with a game of Gwent with Vernon and then see who he wants me to play next. Probably not do it. I hope I can do it later. Because I would like to, after I play Vernon and Gwent, I'd like to go and do Ugly Baby. So... yeah, I think that's kind of my rough plan for tomorrow. Not sure how long any of that's going to take, but we'll see how it goes. And sorry, kitty, and go from there.
You sever his head.
So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
On a swing.